Yep. Hello, welcome to Bet on Yourself Media Sports. I am your host, Reggie, and welcome. Before I get started, I would like to truly thank all those who have subscribed to my channel. It does not go unnoticed, not for 1 minute. I'm truly grateful for your subscription. If you haven't already, tell a friend to tell a friend about Bet on Yourself Media Sports. Tell them to hit that notification bell, subscribe, hit that thumbs up to help me get this algorithm out to y'all and abroad. I really do appreciate y'all. Thanks a lot. Well, today I'm just going to touch on a small little bit of topics that I got on Jason Kelce contract being restructured. A new OC name popped up in the name regards of Jimbo Bob Cooter. And I'm just going to touch on the fact about some of the guys that I think the Eagles may, or I'll give you my assumption, some guys that I feel about. But, with that being said, and there's one sneak guy that I really want to talk about, and y'all know him very well, and his name is Eric Bieniemy. What happened with him? So, as y'all all know, Jason Kelce and the Philadelphia Eagles have done a contract restructure, and I think this is a sign to let you all know that Jason Kelce is is going to be returning back to the Philadelphia Eagles and the capacity of being fully acclimated back with the team again. So because I don't see him doing what he's done as far as the contract structure and not coming back to play. I can't see them doing that. So to me, that leads me to believe that Jason Kelce will be returning for the 2024 NFL season here in Philadelphia. Thanks to that, his brother, um, Travis, did state that in the interview last week in Kansas City. You can hear that right now. I'll let you listen to that.
He didn't really say any of that, so it's just the end of that game. I think everybody kind of felt for him, knowing that he has been thinking about it a lot over the past couple of years. The documentary shows that you don't need to go around and ask anybody. So it's I don't know. It's just it's been cool to see everybody appreciate who he's been over the years this past week. But I think the big guy still got some football left.
So there you have it. Jason Kelce, Travis Kelce speaking on his brother, still having some more football left in the tank. So, I'm glad to see this man is possibly going to be coming back because there's nothing in concrete yet with Kelce. It was just a contract restructure. So you can take it for what you believe it is. But I'm just going to leave everything, all doors open at this point in that regard with Jason Kelce. But yeah, man, I think the Eagles are going to do some due diligence and bringing in, you know, my personal preference for the OC would be to keep Brian Johnson and see what he has in the playbook for himself. Now, the reason I'm saying what I'm saying is this. I'm in the belief that Brian Johnson never had a chance to utilize his own schemes and playbook. I know what it looked like last season in regards to Brian Johnson, but I don't think none of that had to do with Brian Johnson. This is my personal opinion on it. Brian Johnson, I look back at his track record at Florida and when he did at Mississippi State, when the way he did for Dak Prescott and his play calling when he did, it was at the other college universities that he was at, was very good schemes and schematics that he used. And I seen none of what he implemented then. I know this was on the college level, but the way the ball was being moved around the field, up the middle of the field, across the middle of the field, he did some outside stuff with the backs out the backfield, which is understandable. But a lot of the passes with the tight ends and wide receivers, slot receivers, were all in the middle of the field. From the film that I looked at when he was making his play calling and for the schools. So I'm in the favor of giving this guy another shot to develop him. It was his first year, and I believe that. And this is like I said, I believe wholeheartedly that his hands was tied. So I'm on board with him coming back if they don't find somebody with a veteran presence. And if they don't find somebody with a veteran presence, that's where the guy Jim Bob Cooter comes in. He was down in Indianapolis last year with Shane Steichens. He was assistant here in Philadelphia, and Shane Steichens brought him along with him. Felt that he was suitable enough to be a play caller, and here it is. His name is up to be an OC for the Philadelphia Eagles. But I don't see that move happening, and not unless Brian Johnson moves on and gets the head coaching job here in the NFL in this upcoming 2024 season. So, and it was funny to me, not funny in that way, sense of funny, but I believe that, if you run it back, it's not going to work with with Nick Sirianni with the running the same offense. And that's what I mean by that. If we running it back with Nick Sirianni, he cannot have play calling obligations or anything to do with the play calling or the playbook. Then I'm hearing, from different sources saying, well, if he's not gonna come back and have nothing to do, well, what is he here for? Well, he is a good coach. He got us to the playoff 3 years since he's been here. So he got us to a Super Bowl. The major thing was this major collapse. The last 7 games of the season was horrifying, and the decision he made of demoting Sean Desai midseason. So, with that being said, if he's willing to relinquish his powers to be and let coaches coach OCs and DCs, I believe this thing can get turned around. And I say that because I heard a comment from Landon Dickerson. He made a comment. He was talking about the upcoming off season and the changes that he feels that's going to be made and needed to be made. Let you listen to hear him say that, what he has to say.
Stuff and speaking from an offensive line perspective and like blitz protection and pickup and stuff, and Tampa Bay did a phenomenal job of presenting a lot of things that we hadn't seen before. And when it comes to that, it's kind of on the fly adjustment, especially if it's happening in the middle of the drive. You kind of have to talk with it in the huddle and figure things out. And props to them. They did a great job on their game plan and defensive scheme for us. And that's the thing that we're going to evaluate and work through this offseason is, how do we adjust faster and quicker and with better outcomes.
Okay. Now, so you heard what Lane had to say, and I'm agreeing with what he said. There's no reason for him to speak on it, and he's inside the locker room. He's one of the leaders of this team. So I'm going on, what he said, and I'm gonna back him with that, and we'll see what happens. That's all I can say in regards to that. We'll see what happens. It looks like there's definitely gonna be change once we get the coordinators in the building, and then we can make some more assessments after that part happens. But until then, everybody just has to sit back, relax, or not relax if you don't, but relax and let things take their own course. Last but not least, I'm wondering why Eric Bieniemy hasn't had his name called for a head coaching job. After leaving Kansas City under the tutelage of Andy Reid and the things that they accomplished up there while he was the offensive coordinator, and then for him to have to leave that system up there in Kansas City to go to Washington and be an offensive coordinator with a lesser quarterback, and I think that might have hurt him in that regard because of who Washington was and what they had for him to work with. He did get the ball, throw the ball around the field, but coming from a caliber quarterback such as Mahomes to the quarterback that he was handed down there in Washington, totally dropped in talent-wise. So, but I still believe this guy should have an opportunity at the head coaching position in this league. It's one of those deals where, why he's keep getting stepped on or looked over for a position as a head coach. I don't know the reason. I don't know if it's something going on with him in the background that I don't know about or haven't heard about, but I'm surely know that he is capable of running a team after coming from the Andy Reid tree of coaching. So, that's just something I just want to throw out there. If it was a possibility the Eagles even did take a look at him, or would they take a look at him for OC position, I don't see no reason why not. If they would just like to take a look at him and see what he has to offer and what kind of playbook that he has up his sleeve that we could use or may not could use. But I think it's somebody that is interested in me to all these opening head coaching jobs that's out here right now that he hasn't gotten a call. So with that being said, y'all tell me what y'all think about the Jason Kelce restructuring the contract. Tell me what y'all think about this Jim Bob Cooter as a possible OC, and let me know what y'all think about what this guy Big Bob Cooter as an offensive coordinator for us. I know, like I said, he has a little bit of experience. He's 39 years old, I believe. So his track record, from what I know of it, is as far as him being here as an assistant, going along with Shane Steichen up to Indianapolis. That cuts it off. But let me know down in the comment section what y'all think. And if you haven't already, tell a friend about Bet On Yourself Media Sports. I really appreciate it. To help me get this channel moving forward in the right direction. I'm trying to get up to 500 subscribers by the end of February. So if y'all can help me out, I truly appreciate it. I know with y'all help, this thing can be done. So with that being said, this is what we say right here. Yep. Be good. Be safe. God bless. Keep the main thing, and have an attitude of gratitude. Until next time, y'all, peace, be safe, born strong. Come join the family. I'd love to have you aboard. Peace.
Out of Philadelphia, the Eagles are 5 days removed from their playoff loss to the Buccaneers, and still no declaration from ownership or otherwise whether Nick Sirianni is safe or out. Now, Sirianni met with owner Jeffrey Lurie on Friday to present his plan for how to get the Eagles out of this rut, and also for his plan for the coaching staff. And now we do know that Howie Roseman, the general manager, and Sirianni have both been reaching out to prospective assistants. We expect changes to the staff if Sirianni remains, but that has yet to be seen. Right now, we know there's going to be a defensive coordinator change. Brian Johnson, the offensive coordinator, interviewing for multiple head coaching jobs. If there's a change on that side of the ball and Sirianni stays, Jim Bob Cooter, who was a consultant a couple of years ago, currently with the Colts, could be in play there. But in the meantime, we sit and we wait for some kind of declaration.